Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this second video of my new junk journal making series. Today we'll be making some tuck spots, some pockets, maybe also some scrappy belly bands that will go in our fall nostalgia junk journal. So just as a reference, I brought again my blue nostalgia journal, and I just want to show you what kind of things we'll be making today. So we'll be making scrappy tuck spots, and let me see. Here we have a tuck spot again made with pieces of scraps. Here we have a belly band made out of actually recycled packaging with scrap fabrics. Here we have another tuck spot made out of just a part of a sample book page. Another of these scrappy tuck spots, and one more here. And this is what we're going to create today. And yeah, also these belly bands. Making some of these things to go in our journal. So I'm just going to do flip through very quickly because I've been changing stuff a little bit. We start with this envelope, and then we have the ledger, and then this, I don't think I changed anything about that. Oh yeah, I added again this picture, so we'll see if it will go well with the tuck spot that I intend to include, but I initially removed it because of that, because of this blue kind of patch here. I'm not sure I will be keeping it inside, but let's put it anyway and we'll see later. So I changed also this, I added this page. This is a book plate, and then I hinged this magazine page with some wallpaper scraps that I had laying around. I put the Edith Holden book page here instead of, I think it was before this page. It doesn't really matter because it could still change, but so far I think that's the way I want the pages to be. What I'd like to do today, as I mentioned, are all these things that we'll be adding to the journal using only scraps. If you are crafting along with me, take all your scraps out. Maybe you have a folder, maybe you have a drawer like I do. Keep mine in different drawers. So this one, for example, it's all about book scraps and invoices, old document scraps. Here I have the larger pieces, as you can see, and in this cardboard box, this was a box that was sent to me, I just use it to put the smaller pieces. And then I have another drawer which has all the scrapbooking and designer paper pads scraps. So these vary from larger pieces to small scraps. You have everything that is scrapbooking paper related is inside this drawer, and we'll be using both of them. What we need in our collaging is a kind of a focal point. So for example, yesterday I did very quickly a few things using the scraps that could serve as a tuck spot or a belly band, a pocket. And you see that I used this one is not particularly beautiful or anything, but it's just to show you that I've used some scrapbooking pieces. I think I used at least 4 pieces, and then I have this note scrap, and then I have some magazine scraps, and then I have this image here, which is a cutout from a magazine. And so we'll be also taking our big box with the folders inside that I showed you in a previous video, and I'll be taking out some image cutouts that I can include in my collages. This cutout, this is a fussy cutout from the Daphne's Diary. It was a fall edition from 2 years ago, I think, and behind is just a a bunch of scraps, scrapbooking paper scraps, and then packaging paper. And I just glued them down. It's not really sticking properly, but that's okay because I intended to run this into the sewing machine. That also gives some details. And this cute mushroom that I also fussy cut out in a Daphne's Diary journal. And this collage is more simple. You only have 4 pieces, well 5 with the cutout. So packaging paper, this is transparent paper, a book page piece or maybe a magazine, and this was some ink sample that I did a while back onto a book page. And you got a little cute maybe tuck spot. So that's what we'll be making today, and we'll be making a few, not thinking about where we're going to put these in the journal just yet. We'll be making a bunch of these first, and then we'll decide if where it can go and if it needs, you know, a little something, a little extra. And maybe I'll do a video about the paper scraps, the scrappy pockets and stuff, and then in another video I could make the belly band with the fabrics. We'll see, but let's just start to pick a few scraps that have fall colors. So first I'm going in the scrapbooking paper bin, and yeah, let's just pick some stuff. I could even just take a piece like this one, which is a Tim Holtz paper, and just, you know, sew around and put it as a tuck. I don't need to create a collage on top. We'll see, but right now we're just taking stuff that, I don't know, inspire me for this journal. The colors. I have so many scrapbooking paper scraps. This is a tag that is already made. We have some random pieces of designer papers. These could be nice to, like, for journaling, so more like an ephemera piece. And there are no rules when you collage. At least for me there are none, because if I start to think I need, for example, I don't know, 3 pieces and then one of this sort and then another one from another sort, it's like it prevents me to completely enjoy the process. So I don't really like to set rules to myself. I just go with the flow, and if I don't like the piece that I create, then I will repurpose it and use it to do something else, and just leave it aside and use it another time for another thing. So many things. Even the smaller pieces I'm keeping, just because they're great to make these scrappy stuff. These are your Creative Studios papers, and I've used pretty much all the box. So I just have a few things left, but let's see if we can do something with these sheets. We can also think about the packaging that we can use. You know, I've been loving to use packaging of stuff lately, and just put this aside. We got these pieces so far, and then we have other pieces that I already picked last night. So let's just put some little stashes on the desk, and then we'll pick up in the different categories, I guess. So this is the scrapbooking category, and then we are going to pick some of these Let's put this one out of the drawer, and then we'll see. And then I have a folder that is dedicated to fall. And actually, I wanted to change that system because, I mean, there's a bit of everything inside and I don't find it very practical. And we'll be taking things out. So there are some, well, I guess some more of Edith Holden pages and some random tags and pictures that we can create ephemera with, and then some words. There's a little bit of everything, some cutouts, and we'll be using some of these pictures in our collaging. So I'm just going to put this one aside. And let's just do some mindless collaging together. And as I mentioned, I don't have any specific formula when it comes to collaging. I just do what pleases my eye, I guess. By far what I enjoy doing the most when it comes to creating junk journals. And of course it's going to be a little harder because I'm filming, but I'm just going to try to make something, and then if it's too long, if it takes too long for me to put the pieces together, don't worry, I will be editing. This is a scrap from a magazine page. I'm actually going to fold this. This could be a tall kind of tuck spot. I'm using the Yoo-hoo glue. Yeah, I like this one. I have no idea what direction I'm going in, but yeah, too many things. Sometimes you can just work with the shape of your collages and just rip out some pieces and make it less kind of straight looking. This is looking terrible so far, but let's continue. And yeah, this is a fussy cutout and I kind of like it here, so I'm just going to put it. And again, if I hate a piece that I made, I won't include it in the journal. Don't worry. So this one still have to pass the test. And so far it's not looking very good. I like it better like this. I think this piece is completely unnecessary. This one I like it folded, so I'm just going to stick it. And the reason why I'm not putting too much glue on this is because I'm going to run a stitch. And this could be already by itself a tuck spot. I know it's not the most beautiful tuck spot you've ever seen, but it could be nice to have something like this in a scrappy journal. I think it's not too bad actually. Kind of like the simplicity of it, and I mean it has the fall colors. So let's just put this one aside. I think I don't want to put too much details to it. This one I want to add a focal point, and I'm actually going to also fold some edges and see if we have something a little long that could fit this piece here. I have this kind of image that came from a gardening magazine. What else? This I know I'm going to use it as an ephemera, so I'm going to back this one and create a journaling card with it. This came from a 70s magazine. What else? Let's just look together. Let's put these things out. Some of these things have not the colors that I would like. Here it's fall themed, but we don't want any pink or blue. This, what is this? Okay, it's a book page with an artwork. Okay. This will be definitely a tag. We'll be adding something here. Just gonna put this aside. We have some gnomes, book pages, some coffee stained, and actually started something on here. This could be great in a collage. I'm just gonna grab a piece. And then we have random pictures that I cut out. This one is so cute. This is more wintry. This is a big mushroom. Oh, this one is definitely going in the journal. And actually I think I'm just going to glue it down onto a page. Yeah, just putting these things aside. This one I can create a journaling card out of. Maybe a belly band or a tuck spot on this side. We'll see, but this can be interesting to use. This came from a magazine. This is from the photograph. This is some children book. It's so cute. When we have some random stuff, like this one is a piece that came into a Daphne's Diary journal. This is part of a designer paper. And just cutouts of words and yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I would like some smaller kind of images. This part of a quilt image. There are really some random stuff inside. I like this lady here. I like her. I'm just going to put this one aside as well. A very pretty picture of the bouquet. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. We also have some Halloween stuff, apparently. Oh, why not use this piece? We have some jars here. These are the kind of images that I'm looking for. Yep. Putting these aside. Love this page. I love this one too. It's so pretty. This could be a nice journaling card actually, but yeah, let's use things up. I mean, I've had this magazine page for over a year or two, so I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna frame it. So yeah, I will cut into it. Putting this one aside. Okay, a little bit disappointed in my folder, so let's just grab other things. I have tons of decoupaged image. here it is, the big box. I'm going to put this one on the ground. So I had this this folder here with all things related to photographs and people, and I'm sure we can find things in this one. This is the brocante one. We have, what do we have? The quilt folder and the artwork folder. Okay, this is starting to look like a mess. But yeah, that's how I work. What I love about harvesting magazine is that you look them in a different way, and you find sometimes the tiniest image and details that could look nice in a junk journal. This is really a scrappy piece. Again, some jam containers, I love that. And I guess this is also why I love the collaging part the best, because you get to go through all your things, you know, and try to put them together. But yeah, just spark creativity when you go through your stuff again and again, at least to me. Oh, I have another of these horses that I cut out, and I want to use one in this journal. These are the little pieces that you can find in a brocante, or even home decor stuff. I thought I would create fun collages with, but I never really did, so I'm finally using some of these things up. But some of them I won't, I know for sure. Like, this is so random, but this is where I picked most of the tiny lamps and old chairs that I collaged in the blue nostalgia one. Here's a cushion. Why not? I don't know, we'll see. It's so random. And here it's more of the square pictures, and we have a lot that we can use. What is that? Thread. These are part of a brocante store. This is definitely going in the journal. This could be part of it too. I mean, yeah, we're going to use some of these things, definitely. And even just, you know, home decor images like this one, they're just so soft and kind of calming, and that would be great for, you know, to make a journaling card out of. We have some books here that is supposed to be in this section, and then just some random stuff. And sometimes, I mean, it doesn't have to be very related to fall, but just the colors and the vibe. These brooms are definitely going into the fall journal. But yeah, let's see. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I'm just doing a tour of the cutouts that I made. So let's get back to the actual collaging part. Yeah, I'm hoping to get things done a little quicker from now on, and yeah, hope it inspires you to use your scraps. I will create a part 3 with the scrappy fabric belly band, because otherwise it's gonna last forever. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you for part 3.